Hi everybody, it's Rich the awning guy here from Window Works, and today I'm in North Caldwell, New Jersey, and what you can see behind me are the unfortunate remains of a retractable awning. I got to tell you, I've grown so accustomed to doing these Facebook Lives out here in the wild, and now all of a sudden it's gone from winter to summer, and I couldn't be happier. But it is a little hot, I got to admit. So we've been talking a little bit about birds in the past, and I wanted to just kind of touch on that again because unfortunately, like you can see behind me, sometimes these consequences are a little bit drastic. Now, as a custom awning company, we take every project into consideration, and depending on the application, square footage, what the product's going to be used for, things like that, we make some recommendations with what we feel is in the customer's best interest. And unfortunately, what you are looking at behind me is an awning that actually happens to be only 8 years old. Now you might be thinking, wow, only 8 years old, that's kind of an old awning, but in awning years, that's probably only about half as long as we expect the product to last. Generally speaking, we see the fabric last anywhere from 12 to 18 years, but the framework, the structure behind it, at least with a top-of-the-line awning company like Window Works and Durasol, the product that we carry, we generally find that the framework is a lifetime product. It'll generally outlast your average tenure in the house, but the fabric, depending on how badly the client abuses it and some other factors, like I've said before, will run you anywhere from 12 to 18 years. In fact, Benny was telling me yesterday, we just put a new fabric on an awning that we installed 26 years ago. So 8 years might sound a little bit old to you, but we carry durable products, and 8 years really is not that old, but unfortunately we've got a product that was a little bit neglected, and the birds did their thing on it. And so what we were called out here to investigate was the possibility of upgrading the product to something that was a little more durable, maybe a little more bird-proof, maybe something that would take a little more of a beating. So because we're a full-service awning company and because we carry many different product lines, we reviewed a few different motorized and stationary options. Now I won't show any pictures of the application per se, but basically we've got a 20-foot wide deck and a 14-foot expanse, and we're facing west. So because the sun is in our face, blasting us in the face in the late afternoon, our emphasis in this particular project was going out from the house as far as we possibly could. And what we talked about as far as product options were possible a stationary canopy. One other opportunity was a motorized pergola. This is a Gennius, Gennius, which you can find on our website. Basically what this product is a motorized pergola, where you've got a stationary framework with a waterproof retracting fabric that underneath. Another product that we carry is a louvered roof system. This is an aluminum pergola where the louvers actually rotate. The purlins and the slats on top actually rotate left to right. This is also a product that's designed to be left out in inclement weather. So, like I said, we've been talking about birds and what they can do to the product. Another one of the products that we reviewed, and what you'll see behind me, is an optional hood retractable awning. This was the first design of the product category, but now there are new styles of retractable awnings where you don't have an optional hood, but you actually have an integrated hood designed within a tray and a plate system. So when the fabric retracts into itself, the front bar forms a tight seal against the house, and you don't see any fabric or sometimes any hardware at all. So this is a product that carries a much better value versus your traditional style lateral and retractable awning, and it carries a little bit more of a price tag, but your amortized cost is a lot better because now, unlike the system you see behind me, the fabric is completely hidden from view except for when it's retracted. So when you have an application where you're in a heavily wooded area, where you've previously had issues with birds, we see a lot of our customers upgrade to a cassette retractable awning. And if you wanted to take a look at some of those projects, and products that we have available, you can visit our newly redesigned website at windowworksnj.com. Or what we find a lot of times, like the project that we're at right now, is we see a lot of our past customers that have previously owned a lateral arm retractable awning that realize that as great as the product is and as long as it generally lasts, it does have some limitations because after all it is engineered only for sun. But we have system with and without posts that are capable of taking more of a beating. So if you're a hardcore entertainer, not like me because I've got 3 young kids and I've got a life BC that I remember where I was a hardcore partier and entertainer, but not after kids. But one day we'll get back to that point, and then I'll probably have myself a motorized pergola as well. But we also have products that are, like I said, designed to take more of a beating and can be left out in the rain, actually are specifically engineered for bad weather. So that's about it for now. And if you have any questions, I'd love to see any of them, maybe on the products. If you have any questions for me about the industry in general, I think maybe at some point I'll take some time to collect some questions, maybe do a frequently asked questions session. But in the meantime, I'm Rich from WindowWorks. I'm the awning guy. Visit us at windowworksnj.com, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.